Hello, this is the Nightline Podcast. My name's James Pikeaway, and if you want to learn more about the program, please go to www.dubai1038.com or email us, nightline@dubai1038.ae. Enjoy the show.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me this time.
Hold on.
Boom, boom, boom.
Car Talk Time, live radio. It does not get any more alive than this.
No, it doesn't really. No. Any more than this, and it's not live anymore, actually,
Exactly.
quite frankly, yes. Oh, dear. Never mind.
Oh, man.
I can't believe I'm still here. I thought I was getting sacked last week after my various indiscretions.
There we go.
It's a good thing I wasn't here.
Well, no, it is a good thing you weren't here, because that means this week we get to talk about the Camaro, not the Camaro, as many people are calling
The Camaro.
I don't even know what a Camaro is.
It's a car.
Yeah.
Yes.
Motoring Middle East, by the way, who are here, the intrepid journalists from motoringme.com. If you're wondering who is joining me, Shahzad Imtishan, they are in the house. And we're talking cars for the next hour. What are you pointing down to?
I'm not making random gang signs. I just actually want slightly less volume.
I thought you were doing a little. I thought you were doing a little Justin Bieber.
He spent too long in America. That's the problem.
That's what I thought he was doing. He was getting
He's
down.
He's come back. He's like, yo.
I didn't travel in 1992. I just went to California. I'm just going to use words like sketchy and dope.
They all talk like that over there, you know.
Like Oakland?
Which bit did you go to?
You know, in the territories. You know.
The colonies. I think
The colonies.
Gentlemen, by the way, if people want to get involved in the program, 4001-04-423-1010. We need to hear about the Camaro. Tell us what. I mean, you've driven this beast before, but it was even better this time because you were on the track.
Because I was able to drive it. Last time, another journalist who I shall not mention, but rhymes with Holopnik, might have crashed the car. So we weren't allowed to drive the prototypes.
Oh no.
Yeah, well, because he was trying to talk and film at the same time, and we would never do that. Also, we have a film crew that does it for us. So instead, we were driving the new Camaro on the way from LA to Vegas, and then at Spring Mountain Race Circuit, which is basically Chevy's own track.
Oh man!
I got the one that's probably the best one of the bunch, which is the V8 manual SS, without the sunroof, so you have a little bit more headroom.
Tell me about it.
It's very good. I think the thing to understand, that took me a little bit of time of adjustment period-wise, is like the new Mustang.
Because you're used to driving a Wrangler.
Well,
is that the adjustment we're talking about, or
it's a couple of extra cylinders and a lot faster.
You were heading to as many In-N-Out burgers as possible.
You know, In-N-Out Burger has improved since I was there. Animal style, man. That is the way to order your burgers. Secret menu for the win. But
we weren't following your Camaro post last week. We were following your food post.
Great food, Nelly.
So go back to the SS.
So the SS is obviously 455 horsepower, a ton of torque. It is, the important thing to understand is this is not so much of a Camaro in the traditional sense as it's more of now a serious performance machine. So it feels like the way...
Hold on. We call those muscle cars?
It's more sports car than muscle car.
Oh.
So it's definitely moved towards being a seriously fast car. Now, whether that your mileage may vary, I think it's not a bad thing, because in a way they've kind of gone as far as they could with the old car. The muscle car was a bit of a knuckle dragger. Now this thing's a serious, tied down performance car, and it goes really fast. Really fast. On the track or on the road, it's a quick car. And when you're not on it, it's a comfortable place to be. It's got plenty of sound insulation, all the latest gadgets, gizmos. It's comfortable. And of course, it looks like the old ones, so most people are going to be happy. Thoughts, questions?
Cost?
No idea yet. We won't get cars till after the summer, I suspect. But it is a very, very good car.
If I owned last year's model, am I going to want to be getting rid of last year's model for this year's model?
Muscle car people, like fashionistas, they have to have the latest one.
Yeah.
It's a very, very nice car. Some demerits. I think the thing to note, when they made the car a lot smaller, because now it rides on a modified version of the Cadillac ATS platform. So there are a lot of changes.
Smaller.
They go out of their way to say it's not an ATS, although it drives just like an ATS, but with a V8. But it is very good.
Sounds good to me. I like the ATS.
The ATS is a great car, and it comes with 3 engine options: the 2-liter turbo, the 3.6 V6 with 335 brake horsepower, and the V8. However, I'm not sure about getting the turbo in our region. At least initially, it's going to be V6s and V8s.
Okay. Well, as long as we're getting the V8, that's it.
We will get the
matters.
V8 and it'll all be sold out. I'm pretty sure they're all sold out already.
But back to the Camaro.
Camaro.
Yeah. Let's get someone from California on the phone. Who do we know in California? Hold on. I'm gonna call
Hello,
someone.
long distance. Hello.
I'm gonna call someone in a minute. We're gonna see what they call it. So just hold on to that thought.
Was it Mitsubishi Stallion or Stallion? Tell me.
That'll solve a mystery that's been through the ages. That one.
But do you think we'll get the standard transmission here?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think. Look, it's interesting because Chevy actually did give me some figures. 91% of Camaros sold are automatics. So unfortunately, I didn't get to drive the automatic, which is the new 8-speed automatic, which apparently is faster than the manual.
Yeah.
But, even without driving, tell you the 8-speed auto, which we've driven a variety of Chevys and GM products, is a good car. Transit shifts pretty cleanly, shifts pretty quickly, and just slurs around town. But I think what you want is the manual. Because the manual, they've done some really nice work to it. It's not as nice as the 7-speed in the Corvette, but it's pretty good. It's pretty quick. It's pretty clean. The clutch, super easy. Considering it's 455 horsepower, the clutch is really easy to live with. I mean, you could just bumble around town and just idle in traffic. I mean, I was stuck in LA traffic. It's got magneto shocks as well, so it's got like comfort touring.
Man.
And you can set the exhaust to being full track loud all the time.
Nice.
Which is, it's good. It's by and large, it's a good car. It's a fantastic update. The interior is a level up from the old car.
Really?
I mean, you'll see the big differences. The things you touch and feel are so much better. It's not up to like a luxury car, but compared to what Camaro's past, there's no lots of shiny plastics. The seats are in good shape. Back seats, utterly useless.
Okay.
Utterly, I couldn't even slip a Filofax into the space between
Really?
the squabs.
Now who's going 90s Filofax?
What's wrong with the Filofax? Everybody has one. The thing is, because the car is smaller, that's where they've managed to save the room, is in the rear seat. So it really is a 2+2, a very occasional 2. So, but apart from that, it's a pretty good car. It's a pretty good upgrade. Here's the big question that people are going to be asking: is it better than the Mustang?
Yes. That's the question we're asking. I don't know.
Well,
is it better than the Mustang?
That's a question that is never going to be answered, is it?
Right.
We've never been able to comprehensively answer it.
No,
But
hold
I
on,
can because I've now driven both, so I can say comprehensively an answer.
Go on.
Okay.
I'm going to put my neck on it. I'm going to say
Challenger.
Camaro versus
Camaro versus Mustang, folks. Are you ready? Hold on.
Drum roll. And
2016 Mustang, 2016 Camaro. Which one's the best? The new Camaro. It slaughters the new Mustang.
Slaughters?
For speed.
Sends it to the glue factory?
That knackers yard.
That there is fighting talk. That's fighting to come on.
Head-to-head, the Camaro is faster.
We need a head-to-head.
Head-to-head, the Mustang. Camaro is better to drive. I will say the Mustang might ride slightly better, which is so weird considering how far we've come with these cars. The Mustang might have the edge even without the magneto shocks, but you put the Camaro on a track. Oof. Night and day. Just don't even try.
What's the +2 like in the back of the Mustang? Can I actually...
Also useless.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shazad, what do you think?
It's less than it was, yeah.
If you want to carry two people in the back, I think a Challenger.
Challenger is the only
And
way
if you
go
want to
now.
have the coolest muscle car on the planet, the Hellcat
Yeah.
is the only answer.
But the thing is, like, the day after you drove that Camaro, the V8 SS, the Camaro, the day after you drove it, I completely lost interest in it.
What? Why?
Because the day after you drove it, they released pictures of the Camaro ZL1.
ZL1.
With 640 horsepower, a manual gearbox with rev matching, or a 10-speed automatic.
That's
oh my
a lot
god!
of shifting.
And it looks like the Camaro that has just arrived from a different planet and is ready to eat all other muscle cars
I still like
alive.
the SS, if only because I might be able to afford an SS, whereas the ZL1 will be, expensive.
Well, I don't know. By the time it gets here,
It'll be
but it looked amazing, that car.
Now,
wow.
There's the other one that's also come out, and that's the Callaway customization for 2016 of the supercharged Camaro SC740 that they're saying leaves the Hellcats and Mustangs in the dust.
Well, this is the thing. In America, you can get customized versions of everything. So you can get cars with more. But,
but
factory warranty.
Yeah, that's the thing. Cause, I mean, you
can't... a Callaway warranty, not a Chevy warranty.
If you go down that route, I mean, you're talking about people like Hennessy that make Cadillac Escalades go faster than just a Lamborghini Aventador, for goodness sakes.
Package that takes a CTS to 1,000 horsepower.
Yeah.
So that's
bolt-on.
Yeah, but and that will overtake everything once, and then it will explode.
Yeah.
So
to be fair, we don't get any lawsuits. I don't think it will actually explode, but I do think your envelope of reliability has changed.
Yeah, and then it will explode.
So listen, do you want to drive a 1,000 horsepower CTS V station wagon manual?
No.
I just want to get this on the record again.
Nice.
You're saying that the new Camaro really
Camaro.
leaves the Mustang scratching its head going, why do I even hang around?
Yeah, I mean, but don't forget, this is eternal battle. So the Mustang will come back bigger, better, faster.
I want to take a note right now.
But that's what I mean. I don't think this the question
has
never really been answered.
Hold on a second. Yeah. I'm looking at the SMS line 4001, and not one Mustang owner has come out to say I disagree.
They're apoplectic. They can't type. They're so angry right now.
I take this as they admit defeat.
And I think it's over. I think it's over.
Yeah, it's over.
Bring it
on. Better vehicle has come on the market, and you know what? Mustang owners en masse are right now heading to get the Camaro.
You know, I'm holding a candle there. Can anybody see? There's these cameras on. No, I'm holding a candle. It's leaking wax or hot wax all over my hand. I'm holding a candle for the Mustang. I think I don't think it's that disparate. I think once again this is an even match. They have both moved up a notch. They've both moved.
The Camaro's packing horseshoes in its gloves.
Yeah, but they both moved towards sports car. They've moved. Okay, they have both changed their personality. They both evolved a little bit. So
finishing
school.
Finishing school.
But I think bring it on. Game on. Let's do this.
Imtishan is here. Shazad is here. Motoring Middle East is in the house. We're talking cars. You can get involved. It's very, very simple. This is how. 04-423-1010. 4001 is the SMS line. Motoring Middle East in the house, as you can tell from that fantastic baritone.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only reason I'm here. I don't do anything else the rest of the time.
Foley artist is in the house.
At home or at work, he just goes boom, boom, boom.
That's it.
Get around, boom, boom, boom.
I get up in the morning.
Get out of bed, boom, boom, boom.
Imagine how fun it must be to be one of his kids.
Oh, God.
Drop them off at school. Boom, boom, boom. We're talking cars, by the way. If you've dialed in and you wondered, what are these guys talking about?
We've declared that Camaro beats Mustang.
No, he's declared that.
We have royally. I'm saying royally.
You know what? Hold on. Let's have a vote. Imtishan has driven them both.
Yeah.
I'm living vicariously through his driving.
Yeah.
I'm voting for that. Yeah. That the Mustang has been humbled.
Yeah, but the thing is, I've seen his driving, so I'm voting against.
Yeah, but
from behind, I imagine.
In the Nightline democratic process, you lose 2-1.
Well, I think
2/3 of the vote.
Well, I suspect there might be a few listeners out there that agree with me.
Not the Mustang people. They're humbled.
And what about all those Challenger people? Well, what about them? I mean, they've got the fastest car on the planet.
Well, I still have a Challenger Hellcat any day.
No Mustangs are going anywhere near the Challenger Hellcat because they know they'll be humbled by the cat.
Although the Camaro ZL1 might take a crack at it. I think the track. I think if we don't driving, take the crack.
What about the Corvette?
What about the Shelby? What about the Shelby?
The new Shelby GT350.
Corvette?
That's a tricky one.
Corvette?
Ooh, listen, I've said this on record, and I'm going to say it again. Out of all these cars, the Corvette is not a muscle car. It's a sports car.
Yeah,
and I think the Corvette is one of the greatest cars. The C7, I love it to bits. It's one of my favorite cars.
So that's literally I like the C5. I'm a C5 guy.
I'm with you.
They should have stopped at 5 and forgot about the 7.
Because pop-up headlights.
Yeah. Skip the 7. Go right to the 8. I'm keen for the 8.
No, don't skip the 7. It's so much better.
No.
But the C5 is a great car.
Might it be a mid-engine one, the next one?
I'm hoping.
They keep saying, we're not going to make
this for
I'm hoping they bring it out.
Yeah.
I'm hoping they bring it out next year because
they want to call it Zora.
The Corvette Zora, or just the
Zora.
Chevrolet Zora,
because it's named after Zora Arkus Dontov, who was the guy who worked in the Corvette in the 60s. Very famous Russian-American engineer. Okay. The Corvette Zora. Well, but I think that name might change.
Zora.
Because it gets confused with Corvette Zorro.
I like that.
Anything would be better than what we're currently seeing because it is ugly.
And on blind radio this month.
Hey, guys, quick question. We're going to come back to some of the iconic places you visited, including the DeLorean factory, which... awesome.
That's what I said, among dribble and drool, but yes.
Yeah.
He came back and he said, we must go back.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, I don't think everybody would have got that.
No,
but
no.
I love it.
I had a little thrill, but nobody else.
Guys, we got a question that's come in, and this is very, very nice that I'm sure this person agrees.
Is it a Camaro question?
No, it's
a Mustang guy.
Nope. Genesis. Thoughts
Genesis
on it?
guy.
As far away from those cars as we
What's your opinion on the new Genesis? I saw a new Genesis, and I just from the outward appearance, I was impressed. I actually took a second look and said, hold on, what is that?
Isn't it a sub-brand now? They spun it off?
Exactly. I mean, Genesis is now becoming the Lexus of Hyundai. It's going to be a separate brand. I believe they've taken on a separate they've taken on new marketing people. Yeah. I think they're putting a whole lot of muscle behind this. So yeah, we're going to be seeing a few changes at Hyundai and maybe some brand separation there. Even now, when you go into Hyundai showroom, the Genesis models are kept separate to the rest of the cars.
Or Hyundai?
Hyundai. Yes, none of you guys know how to pronounce anything.
No, it's Hyundai.
No, it's Hyundai because that's how you say it in Korea. Hyundai.
Yeah, but it's Hyundai because they just spelled it wrong.
Yeah,
So yeah. So
how is it that we can both agree on the Hyundai, but you keep getting Camaro wrong?
Seriously.
No, it's you who are getting. And the ZL1.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to get someone on the phone. You keep talking.
You do that. But
Genesis, any good?
Genesis, any good? Well, I would say that there's a Genesis Coupe, which actually I don't think is great value for money because you get a V6, front engine, rear wheel drive.
A bit out of date, isn't it?
It's a bit out of date now. It's looking a bit tired and the interior is not great. But the Genesis other cars, I mean, they are basically copycat Lexuses, don't you think?
Yeah, I would agree with that actually. I think they've copycatted with a bit of BMW. It's actually spot the copycat because you get to see where the cars come from. And it's got everything from everybody.
Yeah, it is.
And how is it to drive though? Because I didn't drive it when I had last. How is it?
It's like a wannabe Lexus,
Really?
It's like every aspect of the car. It's like somebody went to a Lexus showroom and then photographed every aspect of the Lexus and then went back to the factory and said, build this. And all they had to go on was photos. So that's what they ended up with.
The Genesis sedan or the big Genesis, the luxury one, the VS. Which one are you thinking of?
The big one. The what is it?
I think he's asking about the regular Genesis. The normal saloon one.
Yeah, I mean that's good. I mean, you know what? They are good cars. They're very well equipped. They're very comfortable.
Is it worth paying more for a Genesis badge though? Because it's supposed to be like a near luxury.
No, not really. Just get a Hyundai Sonata.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. Really? You can get a Sonata Turbo for under 100,000. But that's a 2-liter turbo, 270 horsepower.
You get all the kit and the toys. What more do you want? Exactly. I mean, the Hyundai badge isn't going to get you. The Genesis badge isn't at the moment going to get you any more.
It's not going to get a valet park, is it?
You are telling me that the Sonata and the Genesis are the same vehicle?
They're both Hyundais, aren't they? Let's be honest. Just because they don't put a Hyundai badge on the back of a Genesis, it's still a Hyundai. But, I don't think there's enough brand separation yet at this point for you to go, oh, I really want to trade up to a Genesis. No, just get a Hyundai Sonata or something.
Ian, the Skoda guy, is asking, does the Genesis still have the Pajero 3.8 V6 in it?
I don't think it ever had the 3.8
he's thinking it had the
same displacement, but I don't think it's that engine. I'm sorry, I'll have to check that. But Ian, I think you're wrong on that. Because I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it'd be worth checking. I know there was a lot of cross-pollination of engines going on. For example, Proton still use basically an old Mitsubishi.
How is Proton still a thing?
Yeah, it's still a thing, and they are on sale here. You can buy them. They are on sale.
And they are Gandhi Auto actually.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And that's essentially still a very old Mitsubishi Lancer. I mean, that's essentially what that is.
Did you see the price? There's on Elk Hill Road, giant banner billboard with the Lancer EX. If I'm not mistaken, 49,000. Mistaken.
Yeah.
49,000.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they've got the Pajero there. If it's not 84, it's 89. But I'm thinking it's 80.
I think it's 84. I think you're right. 84 and 900 or something like that. Yeah.
What kind of prices are those?
But like James, like we discussed when we talked about the Figo and the Spark. The Spark is an incredibly well-equipped car.
Yeah.
Top end 43,000.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you're getting a lot of kit. A lot of kit.
Well, this is the discussion we were having last week because we were doing the back seat test.
Yes.
And we were sitting with, so 1 week we have the Figo, the next week we got the Spark.
That's right.
And we're looking at both of them.
And we had the Pike Away in the back test. Yes, we did.
And I got to say, and you nailed it because you said depending on what you're looking for in this very affordable vehicle, you're going to choose one over the other. Yeah. And it's not a slam dunk for either.
Well, it was your test. It was your test.
It was my test.
It was your test that did it because you totally defined what each car was about. So if you wanted, both cars are about value. They are great value cars, and they're both equally good to drive. They're both fun little cars to check around. If you want space, boot space and rear space, you go Figo. If you want kit, because you get lots of kit, you go Spark. It's as simple as that.
And if you don't want a Mitsubishi engine, you buy Hyundai, because I've just checked, and it's actually a Hyundai all-new, all-aluminium V6 of their own design. Nothing to do with Mitsubishi or the Pajero.
Nice. Yeah.
Sorry, Ian.
I'm still thinking that going back to the Genesis.
Yeah.
Hyundai, Kia, it's those badges, and I think the manufacturers know that yes, we've got great affordable vehicles when we're talking Hyundai and Kia. They're affordable. They're easy to repair. They work.
I think they're now proven in this market, at least in terms of reputation. So we can say
and they work, but you still have it's a Hyundai.
Yeah.
And not that that's a bad thing, but it is a Hyundai, and it is a Kia at the end of the day. Yeah. And I really believe they're trying to say, we can do a little bit better.
Yeah, but you know what?
And they want to confuse it, so you're not saying this is a Hyundai.
Yeah, I
and that's
totally
why you
agree.
want the Genesis.
I totally agree with what you're saying, but I don't think this is the way to prove that they're a little bit better. The way, as we've said before on the show, the way for them to prove that they're doing a little bit better is to build better cars, not to do some clever marketing, nonsense and all that sort of stuff.
So for our friend who's asking about this new Genesis, your stance, just go get the Turbo Sonata. Be done.
No,
with
look, at the end of the day, if you want the Genesis, go if you like the look of it, because you may.
He's relying on us.
But you know what? I don't want to put off anyone from buying the car. If he's driven a car, he likes it. There's a lot of kit, a lot of comfort. It's very Lexus-like. It's not, dig below the surface. It's not quite Lexus. But if he likes it, he's getting a good deal on it. Fine, go for it. I would say that if you want that level of car, then you need to go and look at Lexus or Infiniti for that type of vehicle.
And look at the pricing now, because you might be surprised with all the deals going on that you might be able to get into the real deal Lexus if that's what you're after. I think Infiniti especially are going some very strong deals at the moment.
Yeah, I mean the Q50 is incredibly spacious and comfortable car, and because people often, and it's priced at the IS level, the Lexus IS level, but it's more spacious inside. So
that's a Japanese-built luxury car.
Yeah. So go and look at those before you put money down on the Genesis.
I think at a certain point you stop looking at Korean cars and you start looking at Japanese cars. Yeah. At a certain point you stop looking at Japanese cars, start looking at German cars. Yeah. And American cars are somewhere in the middle of all of that. So
this is it, because
once you start spending a certain amount of money, your view changes of what cars you should buy.
So this is the problem for Hyundai and to some extent Kia, is that middle bit, because you bought your Korean car, your trade up from there is normally Japanese.
Right.
They're trying to capture those people and pull them into Genesis, but they're going to have to work much harder for that. And it's not just about marketing; it's about depth of engineering.
Product.
Yeah.
We've got the one vehicle under the Genesis badge. Do you foresee that we're gonna see a nice little stable, much like we see with Lexus and Infinitis?
Probably.
No, there is already a stable, because there's a coupe, and then there's a top of the range LS version, and then there's a regular version. I can't remember the names at the moment, but they have at least 3 cars in the Genesis range even now, and there are going to be more for sure.
An SUV,
but they need to be
for
in different
sure. There will be an
showrooms.
SUV.
Yeah.
But again, it's like we this morning we were at the Maserati launch for.
Oh, hold on, because we want
Levante.
to talk about that in a second. Hold that thought. Motoring Middle East is in the house. This is Car Talk. 4001 is the SMS number. 04-423-1010 is the phone number. Why don't you get involved? But we're going to talk about a fantastic car, this Maserati that I'm still not quite sure why it exists.
Boom, boom, boom.
Motoring Middle East is here. This is Car Talk. Abdullah's come through and says, "Hi guys, do you know that the new Genesis G90 will cost 275,000 dirhams?"
Know what the Genesis G90 is?
275? There's no way.
I'm very skeptical, Abdullah.
This is really, Abdullah. Come on, really?
No, you know what? I don't doubt it. Because the prices have been creeping up, and that's what
275.
And that's what they're doing. You see, because when you create this brand separation, you create this brand identity, and when you create premium, one of the things that you try and do,
what they call the Equus now.
That's the Equus.
So
that's
they're basically
a new one,
renaming all the cars and now names because why not? Because it irritates
So
us.
that's the LS copycat. That's the LS. That's the Lexus LS copycat.
275?
I think it was that anyway.
It's that anyway.
Yeah, I think it was that anyway.
That's the Equus.
Or
the Kia, or the Kia K900.
Money.
Yeah.
That's a lot of splash.
So this is the thing. So this is what we were talking about. So when you get into that car and you touch and you feel the surfaces and you press the buttons and you use the kit, do you feel it's a 275,000 dirhams car? Whereas this morning we got into this Maserati Levante SUV. As skeptical as you want to be about that car, when you see it in the metal, when you feel it, when you look at it, when you sit in it.
Anybody you got that annoying mate is like, oh no, it's an old Grand Cherokee or whatever. But when you see it, and I'm as skeptical as the next guy.
Hold on.
I think it's actually pretty good.
Whoa, hold on. Did you say it looks like an old Grand Cherokee?
Well, no.
That's what I love.
No, it doesn't look like an old.
The rumor is that it's a Grand Cherokee, and I don't think we'll ever know because Maserati will never say.
Yeah.
But it's probably got some Ghibli. It's a mixture of various bits. Skyhook suspension from other cars. But
hold that thought. We're going to come back to it. Let's head to the phone lines. Good evening. Welcome to Nightline.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, you know what? We're doing awesome. We're going to have a conversation about Maserati's off-roader in a second. But how do you want to jump into the program?
Well, actually, I'm currently car shopping, and I'm having a hard time deciding between a Prado and an Explorer. And the reason being is, obviously the Explorer has a lot better tech and comfort and ride, but, the resale value is something I keep hearing, here in Dubai, and I really want to know, is this really an important factor or not?
Are you looking at a brand new vehicle?
Yeah, brand Brand new. You know, and at the end of the day, depreciation off the lot, 20-25%.
How
30% is the average across the industry. But if you're buying a white Prado, then you can expect it to hold value a lot better. But the thing is that's doing better than average. It's not, it's not like, oh, I'll get a Prado because the depreciation is better on that car. It is better because it's specifically better. It's better than average, but the average would be 30% depreciation on any new car.
That doesn't mean it doesn't depreciate. It does depreciate like everything else. The real question is, how long do you plan to keep it? Yeah. And that's the factor here.
Are you planning to drive this thing till it dies, or are you thinking a couple of years and then turn it over?
Probably a couple of years and just trade it in.
Then that makes Prado the obvious factor for you, because then obviously the Ford will depreciate more than Toyota, no question. I mean, but at the same time,
you got to get a white one. You got to get a white one.
But you also should enjoy what you're driving every day. I mean, then shouldn't you enjoy what you're driving? If you're going to go off-road, the Prado is a good choice.
On that point, I mean, I'm spending a decent amount of money on a truck. I should expect to at least like the truck.
And I think
this is a man after my own heart. Hey, I got a quick question for you. Camaro or Camaro? How would you call it?
It's a Camaro.
There you go, guys.
The
3-1. 3-1. Democracy wins again on Nightline.
I'm so sorry. I'm still sticking with the Queen's English, and it is definitely the Chevrolet Camaro.
She's driving Land Rovers and some other kind of funny thing like that.
Well, if it's good enough for Her Highness. Well, maybe you should look at a Land Rover. Maybe we should take the conversation in that direction.
You should also look at the Explorer EcoBoost. That's the Sport, I think they call it.
But if he's gonna offload it in 2 years, he's still got to go back to the
Prado. That's a really fast, fun car. The EcoBoost is a monster.
But in 2 years' time, he's going to be going, should have got the Prado.
He's going to be saying, I want to hang on to this car. That's what he's going to be saying. Because the EcoBoost is a lot better car to drive than the Prado. The Prado is very much biased towards off-road and sort of 7-seat-ish capability and just ruggedness. But if these things don't necessarily matter to you, then why not have a car that's comfortable to drive every day and has good road presence? Up to you.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome. Thank you very much for joining us.
Appreciate the advice.
Yeah, no problem. Let us know where you end up going with that thing, by the way.
I will. Cheers.
Excellent. Bye. So there we go. Another happy customer.
So what's the replacement date on the Prado now?
Oh, I think it's the apocalypse. I don't think they've had any news of a new Prado anytime soon. It's
but there's probably a facelift due, right?
You have been around here long enough to drive it when the new Prado came in 2009.
It's
10 years. So I would say, when did you do the press launch of the current Prado?
Hold on. Let's frame this question. Change the. When's the update of the Prado coming? When's the update of the Pajero coming?
Oh.
At the same time.
Nobody knows.
Same time.
No, the Pajero will be afterwards. One thing for sure, the Pajero will be after.
No, the Pajero's never going to change. They've decided, you know what? We've nailed it with this model, the way it looks.
Back in 95.
They're leaving it.
Yeah. Same time as Snoop came out.
If it ain't broke,
don't fix it.
Just leave it as it is, If it was good enough for the dinosaurs, it's good enough for our car.
And I mean this on all positive way, guys. I mean, it's a timeless machine.
It is timeless. But I think the Japanese have decided that time will be done on the Prado at some point. I would say 2019.
But 2019.
But I think
it's like 3 years from now. That's like a lifetime in car.
And they might change their mind by then anyway. Yeah. So yeah, but I agree with Imtishan about the caller earlier. I mean, if you're really that concerned about depreciation, then maybe look at a 1-year-old car. So let somebody else take the hit on depreciation.
And buy it from a dealer, then you have full peace of mind, comprehensive warranty.
To be honest, a car will lose 25 to 30% the moment it's driven off the forecourt. So you buy a 6-month-old car, you will already have taken care of that initial depreciation. You know what I mean? So and like you say, you've got it with warranty, you've got it with a service history, you get
the lowest mileage one if that really bothers you, and then you've got a near new car. Whatever, you can probably find the color and spec you want. So yeah, it shouldn't be a problem.
Back to the Maserati.
Ooh,
is anyone going to buy this thing? Because when I think,
I think it will sell in bucket loads.
I think Maserati. I think Quattroporto.
Yeah.
Do I really want a Maserati?
Well, we said that, and I said that back when they launched the Porsche Cayenne, and everybody was like, that'll never sell. That's ridiculous. Porsche building an SUV. Oh, don't be absurd. Who
are these people they're talking
Me, I was one of these people.
And look what's happened.
And then look what happened. The Cayenne was the car that sustained that entire company.
Not so much these days.
But do you think this is it'll be the same effect for Maserati?
They're hoping so.
Yeah, I think they've missed the window.
Well, this is the thing. Like you said, like we were saying earlier, you got to see this thing in person because the pictures don't quite do it justice. But when you see it in the middle,
it's got a nice stance to it. It's a good-looking car. It doesn't look like a station wagon jacked up. It looks like an SUV, and it's got all the toys, all the kit. They say it'll go off-road. In fact, we have sworn affidavits from the CEO.
Well, they've been testing it here. They've been testing it here since June 2014.
June 14th.
Yeah,
no,
June 14th.
You keep getting this wrong. It's June 14, 2015.
2015, June 14. They've been testing the car here. It's been in the sands. It's been in the wadis. It's been up and down the road.
Who's been driving it? Who's been testing?
They're engineers. They're engineers. You know,
they've actually made changes based on what they learned in the Middle East.
There is a GCC spec version which is specifically for this market.
Different suspension heights. It's a lot of small changes. Okay. But it's a stuff that happens only when you bring a car to this market.
Yeah. It's got 5 different ride heights.
Really?
Goes from 175 millimeters up to 210. 2 of those ride height modes are just for off-roading.
Really?
Yeah. It's got 4 driving modes.
That's pretty special.
I mean, they take it in the summer, and you say turbos, right? But it's got a 3-liter twin-turbo V6, right? But then it's been pounding away in the summer, no problems, full torture test. I mean, these cars are built pretty tough now, so I wouldn't worry about the reliability of it. The desirability is your only question. I think for a lot of people, in a really nice subdued grey like we saw, it was quite a classy-looking thing. Yeah. Quite a classy car.
A 3-liter V6, twin-turbo, 2 states of tune. One is 350 horsepower.
Ferrari made V6. Ferrari made by Ferrari.
Made at the Ferrari factory.
One is the back.
Back. Yeah.
One is 350 horsepower, and the other is 430 horsepower.
And he's recognized the two because the car will say Levante 350 or Levante 430.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how you know.
Now the 430 horsepower car is good for 265 kilometers per hour and 0 to 105.2 seconds. Wow.
350 or 430?
Do we know what the price tag?
That's a 430.
We do know what the price tag.
What's the price tag on this?
Yes, we know that. The price tag, which okay, so there's a Levante and a Levante S.
Yes.
Okay, the Levante is the entry level model, 316,150 dirhams, and the Levante S is 363,150 dirhams
for a Maserati.
Yeah.
And
for a Maserati SUV.
Maserati. That.
Did you think it would be more than that?
3 years servicing included.
I thought it was going to be more than that.
Everybody does.
And it includes the servicing. For 3 years, includes servicing.
Wow.
Yeah. So you don't have to pay a thing.
For 3 years.
Yeah.
So it's just get in, pay your money, and out the door.
So basically get in, pay my money, get out the door, and in 3 years' time trade it in.
That's it.
Wow.
Get it on a lease, yeah.
Wow.
Man, I think it's a pretty good looking car. And you get a Maserati. Actually, what's that line that they said that I really like from there?
They said it's not an SUV.
We didn't build an SUV.
We didn't build. Yes. Why have you built a Maserati SUV? We didn't build an SUV. We built a Maserati.
You could see the honey dripping from the announcer's voice. It totally works. It's a nice thing. It's a nice thing. I think it's silly to think, will it off-road all? I mean, it will do all of that, but really, it's just a nice-looking car.
Off-road.
Nobody's going to take it off-road.
No, but it's the same as taking a Cayenne off-road. You know, it won't. But it could do it. It could do it, but it won't necessarily do it. But you know what? It doesn't matter. And I think it will. I think it will sell, and I think it will be successful.
And don't forget, Maserati is not Porsche, is not Toyota. They're not looking to sell 100 million of these things. They just need enough. I mean, 70,000 is all they plan to sell of all their cars in a year. That's the self-imposed cap they're going to have. And it's meant to be exclusive.
And we started talking about this when we were talking about Hyundai and the Genesis, and we talked about the depth of engineering. This thing, I mean, they've tested these cars 5.7 million kilometers around the world. They've tested this car before they introduced
snow, ice, sand, everything.
And this is depth of engineering.
Malls.
This is what we're talking about.
It has been tested in malls.
It will be. Well, they do test them. And we know the Honda NSX
That's where you saw it.
has been tested in a mall here.
And I'm sure the food courts were tested quite comprehensively when they were there as well.
But this is depth of engineering. This is what we're talking about. This is where it's
Two thumbs up for this Maserati. You're looking forward to getting behind the wheels, what you're telling me.
Yeah, it won't be for a while, though, unfortunately.
I mean, they're still running flat out to make cars.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a while before we get to see
Customer deliveries late summer. So we'll probably get a hold of a car here towards the end of the year, I think. After summer, I think. Yeah.
Interesting.
But stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned.
And they've got that twin-turbo coupe, though. That's the one I'm reading. The Alfieri, which you probably saw at the Dubai Motor Show. What a beautiful car. What a beautiful car. Not a bad angle anywhere on it. One of the most beautiful Maseratis ever made. And that's coming. That's coming.
Do we know when? Soon?
Probably next year. Probably next year. I mean, this has the front of the Alfieri.
Yeah.
So it's such a beautiful thing. It takes your breath away, those cars.
This is Car Talk. Motoring Middle East is here in the house. If you want to get involved in the program, we want to hear from you. Motoring Middle East is here, and not a single Mustang owner has come through. They've all...
I am victorious.
They've conceded defeat.
Oh, come on, guys!
Conceded defeat that the Camaro is better, and we do have...
I think they're just busy writing hate letters to Imtishan. That's what they're doing.
Bring it on, people. Bring it on. I've driven it, and you haven't.
Faraz has come through, and he is joining in with Shahzad saying, no, it's Camaro.
It is indeed, yes, absolutely. I will stand
You're
by
dead to
that.
me, Faraz.
But it's still 3-2. 3-2. We still win. It is Camaro.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's not democratic here. It's just we just know what is right and what is wrong.
Ian, the Skoda guy, wants to know, does this new Maserati sound awesome?
Well, we didn't hear.
I thought he was talking Mazza flower at one point.
Mazza is the Mazza. We didn't hear it being we didn't hear it being revved in anger. To be honest, it was it just literally drove onto the podium. So it was indoors, yeah. But they have promised that it will sound like a Maserati.
We heard sound clips of the thing on the promo.
Yes,
video.
we did. Yeah,
sound pretty good.
It did. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's
all electricity now with these exhausts anyway.
Yeah, kind of is. But it is a unique feature of Maserati. So they will ensure that the Maserati sound is intact, unless it's a diesel, of course, because they do a diesel version. We won't be getting that here, but there is a diesel version. And the one, if you've seen the one running up and down Culver Road at the moment, there's a red one with some pretend, camouflage striping on it. That's actually a diesel one.
Really?
Yeah. So we put up a little video of that because I caught it the other day, and I was waiting in the petrol station for him to drive off in the thing because I wanted to hear it, and I didn't hear it, and I was like, what's going on? And apparently now they've just told me that's because it's the diesel, and even the diesel does have a sports exhaust mode. So okay. Even the diesel Maserati does have a button where you can make it sound like a Maserati.
Nice. Real quick one also. Hold on a second. Ahmed's got a question. He says, good evening to my favorite radio channel.
Awesome.
Oh, nice.
He didn't say favorite radio show, though.
Oh, that's
no, it's favorite radio channel and his favorite radio show.
We assume that. Cool. We shall assume.
I'm not even assuming it. I know it. This is Ahmed. Yeah. He says, what do you guys think of the Terrain?
Great
GMC.
Car. We like it. We did a very special feature with it a few weeks ago.
Well, they're advertising them. They're advertising them big time right now.
They are, yeah.
Great deal.
Yeah, no, they're very good value. Very good value. Great little family runabouts. You know, we go and check it out. We did a feature on it a few weeks ago. We did a photo safari. So we took it all around the Emirates and did pictures with the car. We really enjoyed the car. Yeah, it's a really, really good proposition. Great value for what it is. Yeah, go check it out. Brilliant.
There you go, Ahmed. A resounding... Ahmed.
Yeah.
Resounding endorsement.
Ahmed the Dubai Eye fan.
I want to head back to the promo that you were talking about, and the segue from that promo is your guys' film.
Yeah.
The Cadillac.
You
made a movie.
The movie. We
made a movie, and it's called The Deal.
The Deal.
Yes, The Deal. Yes.
Hold on.
The greatest deal never.
Wasn't that film made for BMW?
But this is ours.
Well, that was called The Hire.
Yeah.
That was called The Hire.
There was a deal. There was another one. The Deal. That was the Diamond.
They just copied that. They copied that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
20 years ago, but they copied it.
So yeah, it's basically it's a feature film. It's a mini feature film that involves a new 2016 Cadillac Escalade, and we are up to our escapades in an Escalade, and we are trying to.
He was trying to rap. I'm going to hang myself.
So we're trying to do there's mysterious rendezvous in the desert. Okay. There's a mysterious suitcase. There's a man in black glasses that threatens to rip my arm off. You know, all kinds of stuff is going on. Go check it out. It's a lot of fun.
Where do we find it? Where can I tune into it?
It's everywhere. Go to our website. Go to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Motoring Middle East. Go to our Facebook page. It's on there as well. Just hit the videos link, and it's on the website as well. Just go there. Okay. Wait for the banners at the top, and you'll see it come up. So yeah, it's everywhere at the moment. Go check it out, and do let us know what you think, because we had a lot of fun making it, and we really hope that you have a lot of fun watching it.
All right, excellent. Rajesh has come through and says, question for Car Talk. How do you rate the Discovery Land Rover? I plan to sell my 8-year-old Altima. And he's looking for value for money and yet fun family vehicle.
So he means LR3, LR4.
Yeah.
Because it's not really called a Discovery anymore, unless he really wants a Discovery, which is going back a bit.
Which is, don't get one because they're way too old now. Yeah. LR3, LR4, pretty good cars.
Solid cars, very good. I think they're great family cars.
Reliability might be your biggest bugbear with those cars.
But then depreciation is good, right? If you're buying a used one.
Yeah, if you're buying a used one, fine. If you're buying a new one, no hassles.
Yeah.
They aren't necessarily the most reliable cars in the world, LR3, LR4. They're good cars, but... You know, they have their foibles. They are British cars. Having said that, you know, if you find a good garage, you won't have any problems. They don't like fall apart or anything. Just little things.
Okay. I'm liking the look of the LR4. I saw an LR4
the
other day.
I've always thought they're very handsome machines.
I'm actually really, really loving it now. I didn't like it when they first came out, but now I'm thinking I'd like to own one of these.
Well, they're sort of a timeless design, you know, because it is box. It's a box. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
And it has it's been bejeweled more, you know, as it's aged.
I like the first one that wasn't bejeweled.
I know it was quite
clean,
basic. Yeah.
Very, very Thunderbirds. I liked it.
Yeah. But you know, it's a handsome machine. It is a very good looking, and it's imposing. You know, it's got presence about it. It's got presence about it, which is cool. You know.
Right. So you'd recommend it? Go for it.
Absolutely.
Okay. Absolutely.
Mohammed wants to know, what do you guys? What's your take on the 2007-2008 Nissan Armada? How's the maintenance? Why are they not they're not very expensive? Why?
Well, let's walk that backwards. Why are they not expensive? 2008, 2008. Those are nearly 10-year-old cars. That's why they're not expensive. 10-year-old SUVs are not expensive. There are a lot of American ones kicking around as well. So make sure you get a GCC spec one. Don't buy an American car. Maintenance, it's a Nissan. It's just Nissan bits in it. It's basically the bones underneath are what effectively underpin the new Patrol. So it's not I've seen them being ragged in the desert, the Armada. People take them anywhere. So pretty tough things. It's just a truck underneath. Fairly simple 5.6. Things that are going to fall apart at this age are the usuals, trims, you know, seals, you might have oil leaks, that sort of thing. But generally, it's a pretty tough car.
Yeah, Armada.
Don't get one that's been ragged in the desert.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Make sure you go get it inspected.
These aren't built to do that sort of thing regularly unless you lift them or something. So, yeah, get a decent one.
Very nice. Okay, so there you go. Go and check it out. Thank you very much, Mohammed. Back to the film. We can get it everywhere, you said. So this is a good deal.
It's free. You know, get your popcorn and tune in online.
Enjoy. And we'll have a review on next week's show.
But you know, we're doing as you know, we do a lot of stuff like that, and we've just created another series of very short 15-second videos for Volvo as well, extolling the virtues of the V40 T5, which actually is a great value car. 109,900 for 245 brake horsepower.
That's a great price. I thought they were more expensive than that.
And the little videoette that we put up, the videoette, is that a word? If it isn't, I've just made it up. Okay, and and the one we put up today, the one we put up today looked at the safety features of this car. Now, if you watch it all the way to the end, which isn't hard because only 15 seconds, you know, you have
the time.
You have the time. You'll see me nearly get run over by the car, and if you think that was, you know, that Imtishan was braking or anything like that, no, it was done for real. It was done for real. He did drive the car at me, and the pedestrian auto braking, it did actually work and stop the car
like a rogue stork
and foil his plan to run over his partner. The car was like, no, you're not doing that today. Nice. But that was done for real.
City safety actually works. I couldn't murder him. Lord knows I tried. Multiple times.
We've got him on tape, on radio, live audio.
I'm admitting it because I keep trying, but the car wouldn't let me. It would stop.
109,000. That's it for Volvo.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, they've had a substantial price drop on it. So you know,
kitted out. This is like a good car.
Oh, it's got everything on it. It's fantastic. Stereo. You've got internet radio on it. Nice. We can get internet radio on the thing.
Pandora, I believe.
Yeah, keep watching this week. We're releasing a film every single day, and we'll be showing you all the features. Also the acceleration. You know, we got an incredible 0 to 100 time out of it. Go and check out the video from yesterday, which is still on our Instagram as well as our Facebook. It's also on our Instagram account.
It actually beats the manufacturer's own quoted time.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
You should just claim talent at this point.
Yeah, I will. It was just me. It was just my fancy pedal work.
Man. Okay, we're going to talk more about this Volvo next week because it's just great price. I mean,
no, it is. No, well, this is the thing, because before we used to say the Focus ST is out there on its own as the best value hot hatch.
Yeah.
It kind of still is because it's 99. But if you don't want a manual, this is where to go.
A lot of people don't.
Yeah.
And it's a good auto. It's a ZF auto, I believe.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And it's a sturdy old thing because, again, if you keep watching this series of films, you'll see that we were quite merciless on it at one point.
When you say we, you mean him.
Yeah, me. And, you know, it never even complained.
No, we're gonna pick up this conversation next week. We're going to be talking about the Volvo versus the Focus ST.
Cool.
So we're gonna put side by side and have a little comparison to see, you know, which one would suit who and why and how and where.
Brilliant.
Motoring Middle East, that's where you guys are. Thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you.
MotoringME.com if you want to go find them online, which of course you do. Go check them out on Facebook. All social media. Go watch the movie.
Yes, please
go and see their Cadillac movie because that'll be a lot of fun as well. Do it all again in not so long from now. I'm looking forward to doing it all again very soon, guys.
We'll be there.
And of course, get all the podcasts and whatnot also via social media. We'll post it up real soon. Gentlemen, have a good night.
Thank you.